Fandango Friday. Fandango Friday. A Friday of absolute excitement. And here I am, very excited. And I have, and our topic tonight is English beers, meaning any beer made in England. Ronnie S. said he was trying to find English beer, but he couldn't find any. Then they're worried about that storm down there in Florida. I don't think he has anything to worry about where he's located. Seems unlikely in that Gulf Coast side. But the ones on the East Coast, we pray for their welfare. Now here's the new can design. The Wexford, original Wexford Cream Ale Irish style. Oh heck, I forgot to put the link on Beer International Beer Review Guild.
Greetings.
Hello. Welcome to this Fandango Friday.
Oh, I'm on stream. I'm on Urine Stream Mini. This is my black leather hat made by Mini Tonka. It crushes, it folds, it can go into a ball and in your whatever.
Huh. Well, we have James P. Madonna from New Jersey. I'm here in Louisiana, and we're talking about English beers. I'm going to give a link to the International Beer Review Guild. I think they're going to do something about taquitos, though. But what if they're interested? Now, I have this. I was showing Wexford. I have Wexford Cream Ale, English Irish style cream ale.
Oh, wow, look at that. I like that. I like that green, that Kelly green or forest green with the knots, with like the Irish lucky knots going around it.
Yeah, they updated the label. There's a lot of older labels you can find on the internet. This is based, not the original. They say it's based. It's based on a recipe that goes back to 1810 and from County Wexford, Ireland, but this is made in England. It's 5% alcohol, and it's a 14.9 fluid ounces, 14.9 ounce can. Now you have that shillelagh.
In honor of Ronald J. Terrio's, what is that? Cream Ale,
Wexford
Cream Ale. I got the Blackthorn Shillelagh, just in case any red-feathered birds happen to infiltrate this blessed show. Welcome to Fandango Friday, and there you go. There's the shamrock of authenticity. All right, you jabronis, soaking that. All right, now 7 lucky bells for Fandango Friday. All right, continue.
Oh no, that's okay. I'm putting a link on the International Beer Review. I like the 7 bells.
Oh, where's me Lucky Charms? Oh, that red feathered bird. I would love to put it in hot water and pluck it and put him in a bag and shake and bake and tenderize him with the Blackthorn Shillelagh. He must be destroyed. He must be exorcised. You understand? He makes the guy from Wild Card look like a saint.
Michael Smith says, "Good evening, Ron and everyone. Prayers to Florida and hope for the best. Happy to be here for a live review. Thank you. I'm going to read these comments and we'll get rolling. Thank you, Michael." Cole Carey says, drinking Luau Crunkles IPA from Terrapin Brewing. Oh, yeah, we had the Luau Crunkles and we liked it. Oh, no. Was it the Luau Crunkles? It was one of the Crunkles and we enjoyed it.
Crumples? Really?
Yeah. Rick, it's a character. Ricky Durant says, "Hi, Ron and chums. Hope all is well in Louisiana from Essex, England." Hey, thanks for watching all the way from England. We're drinking English beers.
Ricky, the world's loudest, most obnoxious jingle bell, Ricky. I just thought I'd show you that because the holidays will be coming quicker than you think. All right.
It is obnoxious. All right. Michael Smith says, can't get that beer here on the West Coast. Must try it one day. Yeah, I don't think it's not even listed on the Green King website. Cole Carey says, can tell from my name I'm Irish. And Brandon Dvorak, I don't think Dvorak is an Irish name. He says, I've been drinking light to lose weight. Had Michelob,
Well, don't drink too many lights.
had Michelob Ultra yesterday, Natural Light today. Haha, Jabroni, you a wrestling fan?
Yes, old school wrestling fan, going way the hell back.
Now you have a nitro can beer yourself.
Yeah, actually I do. And hold on. Ready for a little Ed Norton, Thelma Bell from the Honeymoons?
Sure.
Fandango Friday. That's to get the red-feathered evil spirits out of our show. It's sarcasm. Wink, wink, nod, nod. You know, there's a reason for it. I got Boddington's Pub Ale. All right, that's what I got. And what's better than the reading glasses is the old dollar store magnifier. 1778. Oh, how lovely established. Of course, Boddingtons.com. Of course, brewed in the UK, Luton, England. Imported by Imports Brands Alliance, St. Louis, Missouri. Best when enjoyed responsibly. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, St. Louis. Oh, I hope it's not imported by you know who.
Yeah, we better not talk about the current ownership of Boddington.
No, it's not. All right, Boddington's Pub Ale. Since 1778. It was first brewed at the Strange Ways. I like the name of that. The Strange Ways Brewery in Manchester. Boddington's has been renowned as a unique pale gold ale in English pubs. Actually, the last time I had Boddington's was with mixed with Woodpecker hard apple cider, which is also an English product. It says here traditional hand pulled. Forget it. No comment. Hand pulled method, which mixes air with the ale as it pours, producing a distinctively creamy head and a smooth body with little gassiness. Okay, or ordinarily packaged ale cannot match this quality. And it goes on, releasing tiny bubbles, a drought flow system, releasing tiny bubbles, so on and so forth. Best served at 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, I had this in the freezer for 15, 20 minutes. What the heck is the alcohol by volume?
4.6.
Yeah, well, they do not. Let's have it. All right. Yeah. All right. Let it be. Let it be what you say, because I'm looking for it.
Yeah, it is. It is. I know for sure. That I know.
Okay.
Now in England, it's a 3. I'll explain this real fast. In England, it's 3.5. But this was developed in 1993 as their export ale, and it was one of the first beers to have the widget can. And so it was created for the foreign market in 1993 from the original Boddington's as a stronger beer for us, 4.6, because 3.5 isn't going to work.
Okay. That's a lovely sound.
And it's going to make that reverse. You might want to pour it down the side of the glass a little bit. It's going to make a reverse cascade. You'll see.
Reverse osmosis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll make a creamy head at the top like I've got on mine. Mine is amber and it's got that creamy head. It looks like coffee cream or like a...
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's interesting. Yes.
It's like a latte coffee tea.
Yeah. Just like you said. Look at... And interesting. All right.
It'll have a little bitterness. Boddington's Best Bitter, it's called in England.
Well, definitely has a very full-bodied, creamy mouthfeel to it, despite its color, even though it's not dark brown or black like a stout or a porter. It definitely has very full bodied texture, going down. Interesting. It has a very, without the bitterness, it has a sort is very similar to drinking a Guinness stout, but just less bitter, much less bitter. But it still has the same creamy, full-bodied mouthfeel. Yeah, just like it was when I had it at this pub, followed by the woodpecker. The hand-pulled method.
So I'm going to give mine. Now mine's darker, and mine's a little higher alcohol. Mine is 5.0. And I'm sorry, you people in England where this is made. It's a shame you can't get it, and we do. That doesn't make much sense.
That doesn't make sense at all, because everything from the UK and surrounding area should be predominantly there.
Yeah, but
and then work its way out. That's like saying that Stolichnaya vodka is not available to the Russian people, and they're the last to get it.
I saw some Stoli today, and it was said made in Latvia, and I said, oh, okay, and that made me think about you having the vodka bottle. So then I saw 2 vodka liqueurs, a root beer and a banana flavor, and little bottles for 2 for $4. I thought, okay, I might do that,
Latvia, low-cost labor for them, perhaps?
Yeah, probably. And then I also saw this vodka called Platinum. I could buy that in the small bottle.
That sounds interesting. Made by that company?
Yeah, the same. It's all the same. Platinum, and there's another vodka called 99. And one more thing, the reason they call it 99 because that's the proof, 99 proof. One more thing is that the Platinum is distilled 7 times distilled. Okay, well, cheers. So I'll tell you about
times. It's like with some of the Irish and whiskey. I think the Bushmills or Jameson's or both is distilled several times.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the Scandinavian vodkas like Absolute, and I thought it was pretty good. Of course, everything the French does is supposed to be the best, so they came out with Grey Goose.
Yeah, and there's also a French one I bought called Pinnacle. This one has a rich aroma. It's spicy in the nose. It's bready, like a rich spiced bread almost. Yeast. It's very spicy in the nose, but there's no added spices. So if you like a rich aroma and a nice dark chestnut color, this could appeal to you. And look at that beautiful lacing and head. So what about your aroma?
It looks very. I like yours. The aroma, can't smell too much. I mean, it's
kind of very low profile, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, it's not like when I brought those exotic German wheat beers that had the floral aroma and flavor to it. It's not like that. It's like,
no, most of those were lagers. This is an ale.
This is an ale, but don't get me wrong. As an ale, it tastes great, and I like the fact that it is very full-bodied, thick, and creamy, but with being mild on the bitterness. But as far as aroma goes, I don't smell a damn thing. Hold on.
Oh, that's all right. I'm going to read a few more comments, and then we'll taste it and talk about it. Ricky Durant says, had 6 cans of Bud Light tonight. I'm getting well oiled.
Well oiled. Hopefully, you're getting well oiled by some
Adam
ladies.
Adam Carl Green says, tuning in from Sheffield, England. Cheers, guys. Boy, we got English viewers, and we're drinking English beer tonight. Cheers to you with
Hey,
Wexford.
yeah. And Boddington's Pub Ale. I got a prize in here. Maybe it's a diamond from De Beers Mining Company in South Africa. You think so? There's something in there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to say where my beer was produced. It's produced in Bury St. Edmunds in Suffolk, England. Megan Lockhart said, we have always heard that English beer and Aussie beer, etc., is stronger than American beer. Is that true? No, it isn't. We have a lot of strong beers in America.
Yeah, but the jabronis in America use all kinds of chemical preservatives to poison and shorten the lifespan of Americans. So, you know, they can do us in, you know. Anyway, good afternoon, G and JK.
He says, good afternoon all. Good afternoon all. I'm having a local double IPA. That's good. That sounds great, actually. Brandon Dvorak says, my name is Czech. Haha. Yeah, I figured it was a Slavic name. Cheers, folks, says Craft Beer Pours. Hey, cheers to you, Craft Beer Pours. And I welcome you to, I appreciate you watching our video. Jeremy, cheers, guys. Megan Lockhart says, cheers to him. Cole Carey said, you didn't review the Luau Crunkles, Ronald. You and David, I think we did one of the Crunkles, but his message got cut off. Michael Smith says, St. Louis, suspicious. Yeah, well, there's a little more to that story. Jeremy says, cheers, Megan.
The CEO of St. Louis is going to get the Blackthorn Shillelagh right across his wealthy skull.
Now, James, Bart has a message to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bart Robinson. Hey, guys. James. I had Boddington's on draft last night. Way down here in little old Salem County, New Jersey. You guys have a great weekend. I bet that's where the Valenzano winery is, where I tried their blueberry and cranberry wine. It's located in South Jersey in the Pine Barrens, where the Jersey Devil is located.
Oh, that's right. We did the Mr. Crunkles. Thanks, Cole. Megan says IPA is good, but some don't like the strong hops. That's true. Now, Ricky says Boddington's was everywhere in the 90s in United Kingdom pubs, but I've not seen it for a while, though, on draft in the South. Sorry.
The Newcastle Brown Ale is probably the most famous, right?
It was. And Bass.
I remember Bass, yeah.
Stegmeyer Grand Hopper Double IPA, $5 a 4-pack. Whoa. Alex, the beer master, says, what's up, Ron and James? Oh, we're just drinking some English beer, Alex. And then Cole Carey said, I drink tons of Boddington's. Great stuff.
No. It's as ales go. It is great.
Adam Carl Green says, popular beer over here in England, but mainly in the county of Lancashire. Cross over the county to Yorkshire, and it's mainly John Smith's or Tetley's. Yeah, we used to get Tetley's cream flow. Well, we're going to read the comments, and we're going to drink this beer. Now,
is this the same? Is this a relation to the Tetley tea or a different Tetley?
I think it's different, but it could be related. Michael says, is there laws in the United Kingdom regarding alcohol content? I know they do have stronger beers. I think they have high taxes on stuff. Nothing in America is fast except fast food. Ordered a pizza and they said delivery in 1 hour. It's been 2 hours, says Megan.
Yeah, what are they doing? Putting some extra topping on your pizza? What the hell are they doing? What's wrong with these people?
Cole Bart agreed. I like to give it to people as an introduction to good, quote unquote, good beer. It's been effective. Cheers. Would join, but don't have an English beer, says Jeremy.
Yeah, but it's Fandango Friday. We have, it's like casual Friday in the office. You know, you can bring something.
Yeah,
that's different. Yeah, I mean,
Megan, I don't know about you, but in my part of the U.S., pizza gets here in 20 minutes or less. And then Robert says, what's up? Cheers, guys. Happy Friday. James, Alex says, James, I love that beer that you're drinking. I had it before. It is very delicious.
No, I like it a lot. Being that it's Fandango Friday, I'll be back in a flash. Keep on talking. Okay.
Jeremy Vincent says, after this awesome show, y'all should go to Alex the Beer Master's channel at 8 p.m. Food, Drink, and Review Friday. I would go to that, but unfortunately, I have college football related issues I have to deal with, which I should be dealing with right now, 20 minutes into the game. So,
Okay. I just thought I'd bring the Hakutsuru standard, regular, sweeter sake wine, as opposed to the cold draft, extra dry Hakutsuru sake that I had on the other Fandango show, or was it Thundering Thursday? I forgot.
yeah, it might have been.
It might have been Thundering Thursday. So I'm gonna combine the two.
Cole Carey said, I'm able to get Brewery Fresh Columbus IPA, which according to Beer Advocate makes me a lucky man. Jeremy says Eastern time, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central. Yeah, but still, I want to watch the game, but I'm not against the review. It's just that I am, man, I like to watch these football games. So the ABV of American beer is close to European? Yeah, it's pretty close, if not identical. Thank you, she says. Ron, for your answer. And then
bubbles in the wine makes me.
Prairie Dog says, Ron, I'm drinking an English beer, Robinson's Red and Black Porter. Ooh. Thanks for watching, Prairie Dog. Well, I'll certainly have to try that Robinson brand, says Bart. Yeah, right. Bart Robinson. Cheers to Brexit, says Subject Zero. Megan says, glad to hear this because the next time I hear my friend say Canadian beer is stronger than American, I will correct him. Right. It's not stronger. Friar Tuck says, found Jenny Ruby Red Kolsch in my area, and that's what I'm drinking now. Genesee Ruby Red Kolsch.
That sounds good.
Where are we on the list? Why aren't we drinking? I have no idea. Maybe they lost the pizza, says Megan. Pizza. Bart. James, I'm about 45 minutes from the Pine Barrens.
Say hi to the Jersey Devil, and he needs to be flying around because we got a lot of people. We have a lot of victims for him in the Garden State of New Jersey. That's for damn sure. And then he can fly down to Virginia to get that red feather.
Thrash Metal Homebrew says, cheers all. Alex says, Ron, can I join? Yeah, I'll put the link. Okay. Jeremy says,
Bring it on.
Lost pizza alert. All right, now I'm going to give a real quick description of this beer. It's rich in the flavor. It's bready. It's spicy. It's delicious. And I'm going to say it's a 96 out of 100. It's a great beer, and it was only $2 a can.
Oh, wow. Looks pretty damn good. Lost pizza alert.
$7.99 a six-pack. The flavor is so full. Rich, bread, spices, cream. Oh, boy. I'm telling you.
Like multi-grain sprouted organic raisin bread with cinnamon in it.
Exactly.
There you go. Oh, by the way, the one I got at Trader Joe's was damn good. It's organic sprouted multi-grain bread. It always pays to buy the best for bronies. Pays to buy the best.
Here's my shirt.
What creature is that? Is that some kind of? Is that like a panther or what is that? Oh, a tiger.
Yeah,
tiger. The tiger. Hey, Fandangos. You can bring anything you want as long as you don't bring cheap crap. You can bring any fermented beverage you want. Why is this Fandango if everybody's?
Well, we wanted to make a theme English beer, but we know people would like to join. Now, James, how would you rate the Boddingtons? Do you think it's good?
I like it. I will, as ales go, I will give it. I would give it a 9. I would give it a 94. Not quite a 95 because I've had better. The best bang for the buck as far as ales go in the universe has to be the Genesee Cream Ale of Rochester, New York. But of course, there are better. We have a guest, Bart Robinson, I think.
Okay. No, that was. I'm going to get that off. That was a comment.
Oh, cheers, James.
From Colorado. Thrash, meet James. This is Brian, Thrash Metal. Brian, meet James. New Jersey.
Nice to meet you. Cheers. Cheers, Ron.
Cheers to you, Brian Thrash Metal. Home.
So 94% out of 100 would be my rating for that. And as far as
that's a high rating,
no, it's good. It's good. I mean,
how do you think it compares to that common American beers? Because that's a common English beer. Do you find it's better than the common American beers?
Hold on. Some evil entity just brought down my screen.
No, it's
as far as now, there are ales that are from craft beer companies in the United States that are fantastic.
Yes,
but I would say compared to ales all over, I would have to say 90% out of 100 compared to all the craft beer companies putting out ales, IPAs, and red ales, and whatever, the whole across the board.
But you recommend the Boddingtons.
I like it. I would definitely drink it again. Of course, I got a 4-pack. I got to drink it again. But and this, as far as sakes go, I would give this a 97. The standard sweet sake by Hakutsuru in Japan, imported Japanese rice wine. I would definitely.
James, where are you out of? Where are you from?
I'm at Bergen County, New Jersey. I'm northeastern part of the state. I'm from Lodi. Some say Lodi. I know there's one in California too. And then there's now I'm living in Edgewater.
Cool.
Which is right by Fort Lee, GW Bridge, Hudson River.
Yeah, I know that area. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there. I mean, there's a lot of hoity-toity, snooty people around. There's a lot of Koreans that don't talk to anybody. They won't even make eye contact with you. It's like another culture.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if they're separatists or they really don't want to mix and mingle, but they just absolutely, they look straight ahead and they're very unemotional.
Yeah.
Okay, James, a couple of more notes on Boddingtons. It's 133 calories per 12 ounces. It has 0 salt, of course. The ingredients are water, barley malt, corn, barley, which I guess means unmalted barley, and hops. That's the ingredients.
And you will get an education with Ronald J. Theriot's shows as opposed to other jabronis out there that have a very reddish tinge to their feathers.
And that can of Boddingtons has 2 insects on it if you look carefully. Insects.
Oh, are they? Oh, really? Because I have 2 pet scorpions, so I would appreciate it. Where are you from, Thrash? I'm sorry.
I'm in Denver.
Oh, South Park. The cartoon.
Yeah, that's up in the hills. That's near Fairplay. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, really? Is the South Park called?
Yeah, there is. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Mr. Hank.
But if you're driving real slow and you blink real fast, you'll miss it.
Oh, but there's really no real Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh, right? That's just
every Christmas.
Heidi ho. Okay.
Megan, I don't have a favorite beer, and I do drink whiskey. I do taste challenges very often.
Wait a minute, the bugs. Hold on, Jay.
Oh, Brian, what are you drinking?
They're bees.
Bees.
I just got home. I got a bunch of PBRs, so I'm kind of listing through them. I got. I know it's cheapo, but I have homebrew that's it's carbonating right now. It's not quite ready, so
they could be yellow jackets.
Yeah. A homebrew.
Yeah. I did pick up a chocolate stout for Stout Sunday. Are you going to be on it?
Doubt it.
Okay.
I could change my mind, but it doesn't look promising.
Well, do you do Dawn Busters on Sunday, Ronald J?
Yeah.
Oh, he is dawn. When he's up, that's when the sun says, "Oh, I can come up now."
Well, why don't you just slither on over to Stout Sunday at 10 a.m. or whenever they do it, Or you got church.
Just that I have to go to church on Sundays, and I could go Saturday for vigil mass, but so I get out of there about 8:30.
Well, ask the priest to bless your stout and do it from the church.
That'd be funny.
Take this smartphone,
Ron's like, nah, I
go
don't.
live, and go right on there. You know, he'll bless it. I'm sure he'll understand.
He actually likes to drink. Both of the priests like to drink beer. Well, one likes to drink Jameson Irish whiskey. He's from Ireland, and the other one say he likes beer. Now, Lost Prairie Dog said, I pick up 3 beers on clearance from 504 Craft Beer Reserve in New Orleans. Iron Maiden beers, the Trooper ESB, the Hollowed Belgian Double, and the Red and Black Porter, which is fantastic.
This is a memorable Fandango Friday.
Uh-oh. Someone showed up.
Somebody's here. Oh, it's Alex. The beer.
It's ahead.
It's
Alex, another New Jerseyan. Hobgoblin, we used to get it. I missed it. I saw Hobgoblin last Saturday, Craig. Almost bought it for the English beer. I almost bought that. Alex, what happened? You disappeared.
Alex, is it true? Is it true, being that, you know, this is like Festivus, you know, it's the open, the airing of grievances. Is it true, Alex, that you did a 1-hour show about Pop-Tarts and Hot Pockets? That can't be true. Please don't tell me it's true.
It's the truth. Alex is adventurous.
He is.
Then that means you could do a damn show about anything, really.
That's right.
Yep.
You could do a damn show
And
about
people like it better than the other stuff.
Ron, can you hear me?
Yes,
Ron?
sir.
about belly button lint.
Now, Brandon, my daddy would do that one. Brandon Dvorak says,
To get in there.
y'all notice, wait, hold on, Alex. Y'all notice that Baptists are more closeted about drinking, whereas most Catholics are okay with drinking, but as long as it's not a problem, I'm thinking of going back to being Catholic. I would recommend that. I'm always telling people to become Catholic, but I'm proselytizer like that.
How come my uncles had trouble pronouncing Catholic? They used to say cat lick, almost like a cat is licking you. Hey, what the hell's wrong with you people? I know you're Italian American, but I mean, give me a break. Cat lick. I mean,
What's up, Alex?
Doing excellent.
You're getting
Doing
ready
excellent.
for some taquitos, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Getting excited about that?
Can't wait.
keto.
I called Brian a few minutes ago to tell him that I got some beer, but I guess he didn't get my.
That's called flauta. In
Oh,
Mexican.
you got some beer, Alex.
Flautas, right?
Ah. Hmm.
Yes, I did.
It's going to be a wet one tonight, my boy.
Alex, I brought the shillelagh for good luck, the blackthorn, in case we get feathered demons flying over here.
You're breaking
Now,
up.
Megan asked about whiskey. Well, tomorrow morning we have Blanton's whiskey versus what is it? Jack Daniel's Old Number 7, I think. I could be mistaken, but I know Old Number 7's coming up, and then Number 7. There's two Jack Daniel's 7s. There's Old Number 7, and there's Number 7.
Number 7.
They're not the same, folks. I got the bottles. Okay, now.
Yeah, that's pretty early. That dawn bus is.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
early.
Brian, I called you earlier. Brian.
I'm going out
I
tonight. I
called
won't
you.
be able
Just
to
let
get
you
up
know.
I was out with Sophie.
Alex is angry
okay.
at Brian. He called him and he's not getting some. So we got a little drama starting here. And as we
I know, he's starting
Fandango
crap out of
Friday,
your stream. What's going on?
Perfect that night for drama. Fandango Friday.
Did you text me or what, Alex?
I called you.
Oh, you phoned me. Let me. I don't think I got it. Let's see here.
Fandango Friday.
Oh no, I do see it. At that point, I was with Sophie.
Oh, okay. Well, that's understandable.
Yeah, I had my phone off.
Oh, okay.
He was about to make a suggestion that you meet him at the bridge over there.
No.
Right.
Listen,
I got some taquitos for you, man.
when the phone is off, please take that to the bank.
So, Alex, did you buy yourself some beer where you can do Stout Sunday?
No.
Do you have time? Well, let's see. It's Friday, right? So that gives you
Couple of days.
tomorrow. If there's a way you can go get a stout just for Stout Sunday, right?
And do the review from the bathtub like Gabrielle in Arizona.
During a bubble bath.
Right. Yeah, well, this boy gonna be
Oh,
bubble
Brian.
out, right?
I'll show you what I got.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Sake and Boddington's. What a combination.
Oh, what did you score the sake again?
97, but I think it deserves more because of the nature of the company. I think I'm going to just boost it up to 99.99999 because of the nature of the company, and it's imported, and it's superior to Gekikan. Shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, chocolate. Oh wow!
This is from Boulder Beer Company. They're the first craft brewery in Colorado.
Boulder. Oh yeah, they changed the label. Look at that, boy. That's
I
right.
hope people don't shake it for real.
Don't shake it.
Hey James,
Oh no,
are you
don't
gonna,
shake it. You just pour it, and then when you get towards the bottom, kind of swish it around just like a good old Haze IPA.
Oh, like the swishing, like Ronald J. Tyrio's swishing technique.
Swishy.
The swish import. FACP monitoring. He's a viewer who watches me, and he lives somewhere around here, but I don't know who he is. But he says, Ron, I got some good deals on liquors from the shopping cart over here at Winn-Dixie. Have you been to any places this week that have good price on rums or scotches? FACP monitoring. I went to Winn-Dixie a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, and they had a Canadian whiskey for $4.75 a bottle.
You have Publix supermarket in Louisiana, Jay?
No,
Publix?
no.
We don't have them here either in Denver.
No, we have mainly Winn-Dixie and Rouse's and Thurns and all right, Walmart, of course. Now,
hey,
James,
are you joining? James, are you joining?
My
Hey,
children.
Alex.
Are you going to join her now?
Alex, you're doing something on the side there. Turn your head so we can't hear you.
I'm here.
No, I said, are you going to be joining the Hangouts today for my my thing at 8:00 or no?
Actually, I got to work out, and I got to go by my friend Jimmy, who runs a so-called gentleman's club, high-end. So I won't be able to join.
Ron's like, you need to go to church.
That's okay, man. Appreciate it, bud.
Hey, wait. Before the fan gets too dango, FACP, I went to Winn-Dixie. I was trying to say this earlier. They had the Canadian whiskey for $4.75 a bottle. I don't know if the Northern Lights is any good, but for $4.75 for a bottle of whiskey, hey. And then I went to International Market in Metairie, FACP, last Saturday, and they had a bottle of Highland Mist Scotch, blended Scotch whiskey. I don't know if it's any good, but it was only $5.99. So I figured, what the heck, I'll buy it. Now, so there's your story. Now, I'll tell you this story real fast. There was this young woman who was training to be a nun. You know, they become what do they call them, acolytes or
Is that the kind of meat pre-feed on Friday? None.
no.
Right. I'm sorry. I mean that.
She was practicing to be a nun.
Oh, practicing to be a nun.
Well, you know what I'm saying, like discernment. Like they go to the convent and they'll pray and they'll decide if this is for them, if God is leading this to be a nun.
Like an orientation to that lifestyle.
Right. So she was talking to the Mother Superior, and she said, "I have to tell you something. It's kind of bad." She said, "What? What do you have to tell me, my child? I mean, what is so bad?" She said, "Well, I have to tell you, I became a prostitute."
Oh.
And the nun, the Mother Superior, passed out. She fainted, and they picked her up and they shook her and gave her smelling salts. Said, "Get up, get up." And she said, "Are you upset that I became a prostitute?" She said, "Oh, I thought you said I became a Protestant."
Hey, she can dance at Platinum Dolls. Tell her Jimmy will interview her. Come on. Anyway, Protestant. That's pretty good.
So she misunderstood what she was trying to tell. But anyway, Friar Tuck says Ronald needs to do a history on Rouse's. Well, yes. I have been to many Rouse's, including one of the originals in Thibodaux, Louisiana. Anyway.
So, Ron, I'm going to go ahead and jump off. I wanted to get on here and say hi to you guys. And James, it's so cool to meet you, man. I'll see you around.
Yeah,
we're always streaming, man. So
yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean the whole format of Fandango Friday is it's like casual Friday in the
Yeah.
office. If you have something good, it doesn't have to necessarily be the theme. If you
Oh,
can't
exactly. Yep.
get the theme, you know.
Yep. I'm with you. Oh yeah.
Be doing one coming up in the next month or so, or probably less than that. But it'll be focused on some liquor and probably vodka.
Cool.
So
So James, do you do stouts? Do you drink stouts?
The last thing I had was the Polish porter to knock me on my ass, and he knows how to pronounce it properly. Ronald J. Zawick. How do you say it?
Ziviech.
Ziviet. It's pretty potent porter.
Yeah. So if you get time, like on Sunday morning, what's it? It's 10:30 Eastern time.
I'll try.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. We get on there and
Yeah, I mean,
goof off.
you got John and Lily, you got Michael
Yep.
Komaroff, and
Yep.
yeah, they're great guys. They're very knowledgeable, and well, I mean, two entities, two spiritual beings that I know dropped in on Jay's Dawnbusters, the Emerald Mystic and Krampus.
Huh.
And
Yeah. I was doing hangouts and I got some kind of aura. It was an aura that erupted during the hangout, and this was around Christmas time, and Krampus showed up, terrified everybody. I'm still a little shook up by it.
yeah,
One time, the Emerald Mystic came in, and he was anticipating. Anyway, Brian, all right. Well, but you never know if the Emerald Mystic or the Krampus will show up to torment.
Alex knows about Krampus.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers to you, and enjoy the past blue ribbon with the Carlsberg.
You got it, buddy.
Carlsberg.
See you guys.
Bye. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for dropping it.
Now, Alex, you got your mind ready for those taquitos?
Yeah, I'm still here, so I'm hoping as soon as I get home, I'll heat them up around 8 o'clock.
A taquito is a flauta in a Mexican restaurant, a deep fried skinny burrito, or skinny enchilada. I'm sorry, not burrito. Enchiladas don't have rice in them, thank God. You know, they're meat.
Well, that's okay, Ron. I mean, it's a shame you can't join, but you can always check out the aftermath.
Yeah, I mean, I could have joined,
Don't worry
just
about
that
I want your stuff to be dry.
I can't do everything. Hey, but I'll tell you this: for lunch today, I had a baked potato with buttery spread. I would prefer real butter. And sour cream from Wendy's. So the baked potato had the chives on it, and so I ate the baked potato, and then I had their cheeseburger.
You know what I used to do with Wendy's when they had it on the dollar menu? I used to get the baked potato with extra sour cream. I would buy the chili from Wendy's. I would open up the potato, dump the chili in there. The sour cream first, 2 of them, and then the chili on top of that. And it's a meal in itself.
I hadn't thought of that. That's a very good combo.
So it's great. It makes like a complete lunch. The chili is in between the potato, and then sour cream first, because you don't want the sour cream to drizzle onto the plate or whatever. You want it to be inside.
Yeah. Now I want fast food now, guys, says Michael Smith. Thanks. Gabrielle says roll tacos.
Hey Ron, I haven't seen Gabriel in a while. That's the first
I know.
time
I was thinking about that this morning. I said Gabriel used to join all the time. Then he left the premises. Alex, you dropped off for a second. You went dark. I was about to ask Alex, did he prefer pork taquitos, chicken taquitos, or beef?
Pork carnitas. That's my choice. Carnitas.
Pork. Okay.
Pork.
Yeah. Well, I have a craving for a lot of stuff right now.
I went to the buffet today, and I had a lot of stuff. I went to the buffet that I normally go to on Fridays, and I had so many entrees.
Hey, never mind.
Yeah, Alex, what?
I'm gonna sign off. So.
Okay.
And James, it was nice meeting you again. Hope to see you again. Maybe you'll
I'll see you. We see you around. Sure.
Maybe you'll join the next Friday thing. We'll see what happens.
See what happens.
Next Friday,
probably-
next Friday, I'm doing curly soup.
Doing what?
So, curly soup.
Curly soup.
Mhm.
You mean you dig up the body of Jerome, one of the Three Stooges, and you like cut them up and put them in a pot, or what is it? Or curly macaroni? What kind of curly?
Yeah, I didn't understand that curly soup. I didn't.
What do you
Yeah,
got?
ramen soup.
You got pubic hairs in there from some?
Oh, come on.
No? Okay, all right.
All right, well, I'm going to talk to you about that, Alex, because we're obviously misunderstanding what you're saying. But
I don't know what it means.
Okay.
You can write it.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, just type it out on Beer Talk and we'll,
All right.
or not Beer Talk, the International Beer Review Guild.
And don't forget, alcohol legs, people. Join, if you have enthusiasm for this subject, join Alcohol Legs on Facebook. That's
Yeah, if you want to join us at dawn. Now, Lost Prairie Dog says, I'm not English, guys, but I'm drinking an Elysian Salute the Sun Pale Ale. It's excellent. Pick it up if you can. Well, I will if I ever see it. But there's so many Elysian beers that are on the market that we can't get, and it's a sickening thing. Take care, Alex, says Michael Smith. Yeah, Alex, take care, and I hope your taquito examination goes well. So anyway, James has sake and Boddington's. I would consider doing the sake, but I think I had enough consumption this week, and I'll just take a break on that. I drank enough coffee today. I had some sweet tea, and that was fine. And then I had some crab and artichoke dip on crackers.
I had, what did I have? I had barbecue beef short ribs in the buffet. I had scrod cod fillet, flounder with crab meat, stuffed with crab meat. I had some sushi and sashimi. I took the very thin angel hair Asian rice noodles, and I put the bouillabaisse type mixture, which had squid, shrimp, scallops, mussels, and what have you, in a broth. I put that right over the noodles. It was good. And then I had some fresh papaya and mango and green tea ice cream for dessert. So it was a very nice lunch buffet, which is still hanging in there with me.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah, so it was good. It was good. A cornucopia of delights.
Now we got one last comment before we roll out of here. Yeah. John Riley says, great stream, fellas. I planned on joining, but I worked late and completely forgot to pick up some English beer. Well, that happens. Cheers to Jay, James, and Alex. And don't forget Brian, who made a cameo appearance. You had flounders from The Simpsons, says Gabe.
No, it was flounder. You know, the flat fish. I mean, the fat fish. The flat fish. Their bottom. There's a fluke is a predatory flounder. A halibut is a giant predatory flounder with teeth, gigantic. Then there's the fluke. Then there's the flounder. Has a little sucker mouth. It eats sea worms and whatever. Yeah, it's it's flat.
Yeah, when I was a child, my parents would wake up. Specifically, my father mainly. They would wake up at like 2 in the morning and go out into the bay in Grand Isle, and they would have these long poles, and they would gig for flounder.
Yeah, I know how to fillet them. I worked with seafood for 10 years in the past. I could fillet anything.
And they would eat those. They would take those flounders and fry them in a pan, and he would even eat the tail.
Oh yeah, especially if you deep fry, if you score it. But let's say you take a red snapper, you clean it, scale it, and you slash it. Put the seasoning in. Put toothpicks to hold it, whatever you have inside the fish together. If you want, you can grill it with the head on, head and tail, and it's like a potato chip. Once you grill or deep fry the fish, that you can just crunch those fins, and believe it or not, the head, if it's large enough, has meat in the cheeks, which you can eat.
I went to a Chinese restaurant one time, and the lady who owned it, they closed down because the lady was so old and her children didn't want to run it. But she kept it going till she was about 88 this past year. but she was in there eating a fish head.
Fish head, they make soup out. You see, this multiply what you told me many times over. The younger generation, the millennials, and the ones that, I don't know what they call the ones younger than millennial, but numbskulls. Anyway, they don't want to take over retail or restaurant family businesses because they don't want to put the time and pretty much give up their lives. They don't want to give up their leisure time, their social lives, because you have to be there all the time, including holidays. And it's hard work, long hours, and this is what happens. Once the parents retire, that's it. So,
Yeah, pretty soon there won't be any Chinese restaurants left because none of the young people want to run them.
well, even retail, even small mom and pop retail stores go belly up because the kids don't want that lifestyle. And the same thing goes for restaurants, which is sad. It's sadder because you have really traditional home cooking with the older generation people that own these family-owned establishments.
Yeah, at the restaurant I'm talking about at Fong's, and I made a video for Fong's. It's still on my YouTube channel. She would get there about 4 in the morning. They had the best egg rolls in New Orleans. Let me tell you why. She said they would get there in the 4 in the morning. She would hand make the egg rolls by hand. Not these. She didn't get these frozen egg rolls, but she would hand make them and roll them. And I said, why do they call them egg rolls? She said, well, because they keep them glued together with egg yolk. The egg would dry and it would be like glue.
I bet that woman knew how to make awesome homemade dumplings and wontons. I bet she knew how to make them because,
their food was so good. And she had a interesting story about how she grew up in China, and she said the Japanese were chasing them everywhere, all over China, trying to kill them.
That's true.
And then she said that was terrible. And they escaped to the United States in 1947 because then Mao was chasing them in 1947. And then
Chiang Kai-shek fled to the island of Formosa, and which later became Taiwan.
Right. And so her father had come to the United States before and started Fong's, which was across the street from Jack's Brewery in the French Quarter. Then when that closed down, that brewery closed down, 3 years later, they moved to the suburbs. And it says, Ron, didn't Fong's get burnt down by the lady who ran the Chinese restaurant next door? It's now been rebuilt. No, you got the story backwards. The people next door, Young's, accused Fong's of burning their restaurant down.
Young's accused Fong's?
Yeah, Young's said that Fong's burnt their restaurant down. And the lady got arrested. The woman I'm talking about that would hand make the food, she got arrested, but they did drop the charges later because they said they really didn't have any evidence to, right on Williams Boulevard, FACP, right. Louisiana Highway 49. Well, Fong's is gone. Young's is still there. But those egg rolls, I'll never forget them. They were so delightful, handmade. But anyway.
Well, it's got to be, the oil has to be extremely high temperature in order for deep fried food not to be greasy.
It has to be hot.
Almost real hot.
Almost to the point where they'll explode.
Yeah. Whether it be vegetable oil, lard, I don't care. It has to be very high temperature.
If not, it's going to be greasy.
It's going to be greasy. And I would have changed the spelling of on the sign from Fong's to F-U-K and the letter U. Kind of make it sound Asian so you can get away with it. But
I don't think I would do that. All right. Anyway, he said, yeah, that's it. That's what happened. That was a big story. Anyway, we're going to close this out with a musical selection.
Yeah. And you have just stepped off the Fandango Friday pirate ship.
And that's that.
That's a wrap.